All right. You should hopefully be able to hear me. I am not feeling super great today. I got sick over the weekend. Let me take care of all the standard social media stuff. Ugh. Done. Hello, chat. I am drugged up. I am barely conscious. But I still want to play some Zelda, so that is my plan. I'm probably going to be pretty gross on stream today, so this is me forewarning you. I might need to adjust my volume. We'll see if that is any better. Actually, let me get in here and adjust this. How's that? Better? Maybe that's better. All right. Testing, testing. I'm going to listen to myself. Forewarning you. All right. I sound better quality than normal. Ugh. We'll see how much I actually talk during stream. Because my voice is not cooperating today. Copy. There we go. Alright. I should pause because I need it to be nighttime to do the things that I want to do. Cheryl, the plan in Hyrule today, we've got a great fairy to take care of, and then a bunch of shrines is the plan. Alright. Oh. Let's get to it. So the very last thing I did was I got the fireflies for that kid by the tree, and he wants me to... Wait. I don't think this is the right spot. Let's go look at our log. Sound of flute player's plan. Oh, okay, I am not at the right spot. Is that really the closest shrine? I guess it must be. Hi, Felicia. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. If I don't sound super energetic or, you know, on my A game today, it's because I'm sick. Boom headshot if you're being sarcastic. I don't care. I appreciate the sympathy anyway. Fuck me, can I not talk? The question you might be having is, why are you streaming if you're sick? And the answer is, because I really, 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 really want to play Zelda. Okay, so as long as it's not raining, I gotta bring a little girl over to this little boy's tree. So let's go talk to Casey. Casey? You. Hate. Oh, nice, Felicia. That's awesome. Follow me, little girl. You gave... Oh, wait. You gave the silver bokoblin the hero's... That's hilarious. How did that work? Alright. Oh. Fucking... Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh, cute little cutscene. I guess they're supposed to be like teenagers. Oh, you drop them. That's kind of cool. Well, I'm gonna mute myself while I cough violently. Ugh. All right. Ugh. Sorry, I'm not gonna mute the sniffles. Okay, so if you drop them, they pick them up. That's kind of neat. Oh, hate. Someone's got a little crush on you. Oh, I still haven't been to the new Terrytown yet. I'm really like I'm working my way over there. Um, but that's kind of next on my to-do list is to check out how Terrytown has advanced in the past. I don't know. Is it supposed to be a year since the last game? All right. Now that that's done, I can go back to where I just was. Ugh. Rosa, the weekend was pretty good. Aside from like Sunday is when I started not feeling so good. Um, but all right, yay! Yep, we're gonna head there. Um, Hannah and I kind of since we've been traveling a lot recently. We kind of had an in weekend. Hannah had no horses can get past it. Okay, interesting. I guess that is that all-terrain vehicle. All right. Um, we like did standard chores and stuff. Oh, and a control platform. So conveniente. I think even Steven Seagal. Some- What the hell? There we go. The pools closed down, but the last day of pools in Cincinnati at Ziegler Park, in particular, means that um, we got to the last day of the pools. They leave it open for all the dogs and their owners to come in. So we got a big doggy pool day, and Ollie had a lot of fun at the pool. That was really really nice. How about your all weekends? How's everyone else's weekend? All right, let me adjust that just a bit. There we go. All right, let's do this. Feels like one of those swamp outriders. Question is, do I have enough battery? That's probably after I do this like this group of shrines and explore at least to Hateno Village. I'd like to get to Hateno Village. Then I gotta start getting more battery capacity. Woo! Yay! I recognize I just unmuted myself and immediately coughed. Cool. Done. Alright, that's 3 fairies done. I wonder if I can upgrade my armor anymore. Yes. Interesting. Oh, I literally don't have enough bits for most of it. But, oh, that's funny. I only have enough Moblin Guts to do one of these. I guess even one is an improvement, even if it will leave me lopsided. Yep. Can I do it again? Oh, well, I've got plenty to do it again. Oh. I guess. Might as well. I might actually have more armor with a level 3 Hylian gear. I don't think I can do it another level. Yeah, okay. But level, like, 12 defense is pretty good. Okay, so let's see the 3 animations that I've got so far. A little kiss. I think this is my favorite Great Fairy design. Like, out of this game. I still got a soft spot for the Madonna fairies in Ocarina and yeah, you got plenty of room. Do it, baby. Okay, so it blows me a kiss. Oh, cute. Link's a little bashful. Alright. And then she fucks you on level 4, right? Alright, so here's level 3. That is a lot of amber. I guess I was wondering what I'm going to do with all that amber, but now I know. Cute. Alright. What movie did you see Boom Headshot that you didn't like it? That's a good chunk of my change, too. Alright, now I've got 24 armor. Hebra. Yep. See ya. See girl. Alright. But now I can put on... Oh, do I not get anything? I thought they said that I get a skill, a hidden skill or something. Well, either way, I've got 36 defense now versus 21. That's an improvement. And I've always liked the look of this armor, even if I can't dye it yet. Sweet. Alright. Great Fairy done. There's one more Great Fairy up there. I guess there's a dude in a hole somewhere. I can do that, and then we'll do Hortus Dramatic Escape. And we'll do a shrine. Thank you, Fit and Po. Yeah, like I said, chill stream. Super chill. The most chill. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is not how they normally go. One, I don't normally stream by myself, and two, I'm normally not on medicine and not sick. The right roll. Unless that was a pun, in which case that was excellent. Excellent pun. Would you look at that? Incredible. We're learning. Alright, I got 2 balls. I got, oh, interesting. Well, what if I do this? And then what if I grab this and then put it on like this? Aha! Aha! Genius. That's what they call me. Let's make sure. I wonder, can I give myself extra balls by taking these balls and sticking them over here? Aha! For what reason? I do not know. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down, game, I think. So my assumption is, if I put 2 balls together, they of different sizes, they will roll unequally. So let's see. If I do something like this, which way is it gonna? Yeah, it's gonna kind of follow. Interesting. Oh, I can't climb the balls. Well. Can I just grab the chest? Nope. Hmm. 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 Yeah! Oh. Woo! Alright. Oh, that's funny. Come on, baby. No? Didn't work? Hmm. Hmm. Gonna build up speed. Okay. Sends me way off course. Got it. Alright. Nope. Alright. Big swing. Not quite far enough. Ugh. Swing. Nope. Hmm. I think that's the idea. Doesn't feel like much of a puzzle. I say as I struggle with it for 10 plus minutes. Alright. Go. 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 Nope. Huh. Right. What am I doing wrong here? Oh. Yep. Nope. Come on. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, we'll go here next. Oh, this one is a, Yep. Cave. Oh. Well, a cave with some... Ah, I thought I could make that. I saw the gap. Yeah. Done. Hunter shield. Falcon bow. Mm-hmm. There we go. Now that's a hammer. Is there a way out of here? It doesn't really look like it, does it? Oh, hey Tom, how's it going?
Hey, it's going pretty well. It's going.
I am doing the chillest of streams tonight because my voice is pretty far gone. But I've...
Your voice is gone. What happened?
Yeah, I'm just sick.
From
But I still wanted to play some Zelda.
air travel or from
No,
just general?
I think I just caught something. Yeah, I didn't feel it until like Sunday morning. I can warp out of here, but that doesn't get me the stone out of here. Ah, I suppose that is what you are for. Can I just slap a rocket to a crystal? Yes, I can.
Hello to everyone in chat. Hello, Felicia Blow. Is that a new name? I don't think I've seen that name.
Seems new to me. They might not be here anymore. To which I say, bye, Felicia.
Oh,
It was worth it.
I'll accept it.
It was worth every moment of it.
Are you making a... Oh. Huh. I'm interested to see how this works.
Oh, I'm basically trying to get it out this hole. Although now that I'm looking, there seems to be another hole up here.
Could you angle one of them to make it like spin in an arc out of there?
Yeah, but the problem is I only have the two, so if I fuck it up... hold on.
You have a hover stone. Does that help? I haven't used one yet.
Let me try it.
I don't remember exactly how they work.
I'm gonna see what this path is first, and then I'll come back for my rocket stone.
Could be one of the Miskos items.
Ah, there is. I was wondering where my what do you call them? Blooples?
I think
Those
bloopies, blooples, something like that.
the stupidest name on
Kind
the
of weird.
planet. There it is. Bubbles. Boobles.
I was watching highlight reel yesterday and saw someone put a like one of like the spinning like rotating staff things, whatever, I forget what that is. I guess one of the wheels, and they put a stick attached to it with a stake. And I guess they had the Bokoblin mask on, and so they just like watched this one Bokoblin chase it forever. It was really funny.
That's cute.
Let's see.
What did you end up doing this weekend?
I pretty much entirely played Magic Arena, which
Oh,
I didn't
nice.
really have any plans this weekend. The one thing I did do that was outside of my apartment was I met up with a friend, and we kind of just like went around OTR and visited some people we know that work at some of the bars down there. I did go to level 1. That's the name of it, right? The new 16-bit replacement.
Yes.
I did
How's
get to go to
that?
level 1. It's cool. I mean, it's pretty much exactly
What?
16-bit.
Yeah.
The selection is still really good. In fact, I think some of the games might be the same. But yeah, no, it's really good. They have a really good selection of stuff. I remember what some of them were. I tried playing one of the NFL Blitz games for a little bit, and boy, those games are hot dog shit. I don't know why people like this. But it's still fun. But I pretty much did that. But besides that, it was mostly just playing Magic Arena because a friend of mine from overseas, we used to play a lot in grade school and high school, like in paper Magic, and so I've been kind of like trying to build a collection just so we can make janky decks and play against each other. But I was also drafting a little bit and just kind of let my ADHD brain absorb the dopamine for a bit, which was nice. It was nice to not really have to worry about having plans or feeling bad about not going out and doing more things.
I
So
think
it
I
was good.
just rocketed a Stealthos by
Ooh,
accident.
that was nice.
Yeah.
Clean.
Toxicalion, hello.
Hello, Toxicalion. Welcome.
Alright, now where the fuck did the crystal go? Oh, I
That is a good
realize now
question.
I am super close to the edge of the map. Did I just launch it off the world? Nope. Okay, it's there.
Nice. So you should be able to see like a green. Yeah, there it is. Very nice.
Give me some good meats.
Toxicalion is asking, is this your favorite game?
You want to answer that one while I have a coughing fit? I'm gonna mute.
That is a good question, Toxicalion. I feel like Cameron has mentioned his favorite game a lot, and I don't think it's this one, but I know that this series ranks up there for him. I wouldn't say that this is my favorite game, but it's definitely like in terms of just like all around like a good game and like in my favorites, absolutely. Like this or Breath of the Wild. I don't really know which one I would like more, but I would say that this ranks pretty high for most of the Arbitrary Hero members in terms of favorite games.
All right. This is not
He
my
did.
favorite. But I like Zelda in general. I think if I picked a favorite Zelda game, it would still be Wind Waker. But this is so
Yeah.
good.
What games do we play? That's a good question.
A little bit of everything. I'd say
Yeah.
if you looked at hours on the channel, the biggest one has got to be Monster Hunter, right?
Yeah, I've always thought of Monster Hunter as like our number one, even though we haven't been playing it for a while. We kind of accomplished all the goals we wanted to get done. But for a while, we were playing Monster Hunter Rise and World, and we streamed a little bit of Generations. Beyond that, we've had a few like recurring like common games. We had a show called Player Guides where we kind of did a let's play thing with a bunch of different games.
Basically,
Um,
a chance for anyone to bring one of their favorite games and share it with other people.
Yeah.
That stuff is all on YouTube.
Souls games we did for a while. We had a thing on Wednesdays and Tuesdays for like a year or two where we played. My brother basically discovered the Souls games, and my cousin and I guided him through them. Right now, we're also playing Dead Space on Wednesdays, which this Wednesday we are doing Dead Space. That's what I needed to do tonight. That's a very good reminder. I'm going to make the thumbnail and make the events and all that while I am on stream.
Toxicon, I don't understand that question. Could you, by the way, Arbitrary, you're besides whose man, can you reword that?
Yeah,
Totally
you
not
now me on Smoke Nice.
Totally not your fault. I am drugged up right now, so.
Cheryl, I did not do any tabletop stuff this weekend. I should have worked on Lancer. I didn't.
Everyone needs a weekend off.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, with the stuff I've been working on personally this year, ADHD has been a big part of it, and it makes me realize why I, and probably Nate to some extent, I think I can say that, procrastinate a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. And it is not just personality; it really is chemical or biological. So I've been working through that. But no, I didn't do any tabletop stuff this weekend. Although this coming Saturday, I am playing. I think I'm playing either Kingdom or Morkborg this coming Saturday with my typical online crew. Morkborg, for anyone who hasn't played it, is pretty cool if you like the lethality and the combat of D&D, but you want it to be quicker and more black metal. Check it out. It is awesome. Kingdom is a collaborative world-building game, so it's not as crunchy. It's not about building characters as much. It's more about like coming up with a world and like a community with your friends, and you all kind of get to decide on like what happens in it together. And it's really fun. It's a different change of pace than your loot and slash and explore games.
If it's the game I'm thinking of, I have heard that some DMs play that when they're starting a new campaign setting, and that like defines the setting, and then they'll run like another system for the hack and slash stuff.
Yeah, that seems like in the past few years I've discovered like the other side of tabletop games besides like the popular ones, and Kingdom is one of a few that I kind of consider to be like, they can be more like tools for building your world and for building like events that happen. And Kingdom is a really, really good one for that. There is a podcast that I should start listening to that has one of my favorite writers of all time in it, called Friends at the Table. And they do that for a few of they do like arcs, kind of like how the Adventure Zone or I guess Critical Role does it, and they use Kingdom and some other games to help like flesh out their world and then play the main system in it later.
That's fun. I like that's a very fun idea.
Yeah. So this weekend I'll be continuing either of those games. One is a lot more thinking and collaborative world building and fun and analytical, and the other one is play for 5 minutes, maybe die, or play for 2 hours and not really sure what you accomplished, but it sure sounds like a King Gizzard album.
Okay, so the question was, excuse me, do you have any favorite gaming character?
There's a few here. Favorite gaming character.
If that's what you're asking, so I like Link, but I struggle when I think of character. I think of someone who has strong character, and I don't think Link has strong character. But I don't think you need that in a video game. Sometimes you just need someone to be like an avatar for the player, and Link is an excellent job at doing that. If I picked someone that had like strong characterization from a video game, I think it might be Prince of Persia.
Oh, like which one? The 2001?
The 2002 remake. The
Oh, okay.
Like the one that everyone considers one of the best games of all time from 2000. Sands of Time.
I could get that. I like the design of the like 2009 one. I think he looks cool.
Yeah, for character design wise, I think he just had less personality. The big thing is like, I think generally speaking, game designers, and it's not like anyone's fault, it's just the nature of the medium. Because it's an avatar for the player, game designers tend to not emphasize strong characterization. So characters that I like playing as, I tend not to consider good characters. Like Link, Zelda, well, not Zelda, Link, Samus, Mario. I love playing those games, but I wouldn't.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, I identify that with like Samus a lot. I think that there's like the actions they take and like some of the analysis people do about them. That's not like super in depth is really good. Like I do like those parts, but yeah, if you're talking about someone who is like a nuanced character, it's probably not going to be most of my favorites. There might be a few. There's probably a few characters out there who aren't. They're probably like side characters in some like bigger story games. Um, I I don't know. I have a lot of characters that I like are either from games that I haven't played or games I've played very little of that I think are really cool. In terms of like design, I like Kat from Gravity Rush. I think she's really cool. I like Faith from Mirror's Edge. Um, I like people from like my favorite games. Like people from Earthbound, like Ness. Ness is obviously cool just because he's a kid with a bunch of kid stuff as weapons. Yeah, Artorias. Oh, Ian. Of course, I should have read the name first. Yeah, Artorias. I think Artorias is a really good example of someone who you don't have to know about much about on the surface, but the game does do a good job of giving the backstory if you choose to engage with it. What other questions did I miss? And yeah, NewTube. Like I said in chat, I'm not playing Starfield, but I'm watching a lot of it, and it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's. I think we talked about it last week, or maybe I talked about it last week. It is a game that I am really excited to check out a year from now.
Yeah, that's probably what I will do too. I might sneak on to my roommate's new Xbox he bought just to play it and give it a couple hours. But I don't have like a. It's one of those games I'm sure I would like. I've got so much on my plate
it's gonna
already.
be such a wonderful $40 Game of the Year experience.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad point.
Once all the mods are done and all that stuff, it's gonna be awesome. And I'm sure it's a lot of fun now. It's just I have a routine with Bethesda games. I'm not like trying to shit on them or anything.
Yeah, most big games, like long time investment ones like that, I have to give more time just because I'm busy, not because of any like personal reasons. Toxicalian, we are from I think all core Cincinnati members, all core Arbitrary Hero members are from Cincinnati, Ohio. So we are from the United States.
Yes.
The place that people complain about because of the chili, which is fair, but the place that that one team was in the Super Bowl for like a year or two ago.
Yeah,
was that 2 years ago?
2 years ago now, but it's going to happen again this year. If you are having fun, you like hanging out and watching our streams, you'll probably hear us talk about Cincinnati more often because we like to talk about our home city and we do charity stuff and things for our hometown.
If you join our Discord server, you will see a lot of messages about it in our general channel.
Yes. Speaking of which, we were just having a discussion about that today, which I thought was really interesting. Because we like to talk about Cincinnati. I like to share what's going on in Cincinnati and things we're doing. And someone was saying, oh, it looks like Cincinnati looks like a really cool place to live, and they are correct. And someone else was saying, I'm surprised because I thought that like everyone kind of hates where they are from or something. And I thought that was interesting because I've never really felt like that. I've lived in all sorts of places. But, oh, fuck. No, higher. Too heavy? Oh, fuck me.
That's an interesting design.
Yeah, too much. All right. Too much lateral movement, not enough vertical. Got it. All right.
Toxicalian, have we talked before on Discord? My name is Tom. If you don't remember me, if you're on the Discord,
You're into all that shit.
Yeah, my Discord name is Remora. I feel like we may have talked before. Someone was messaging me a couple weeks ago about uh, if people were taking commissions, like in general, not even just for the channel. But I've noticed a lot more people have been asking about that recently. I don't
Okay.
I don't have any like work right now that I would need done, like personally anyway. Um,
Oh, someone was
Trying to
messaging
think.
about like, do we hire artists or something?
It was, yeah, it was someone who had joined the Discord who they weren't asking if like we particularly, they were just asking about like commissions in general, like if anyone had anything they wanted commissioned like art wise.
Interesting.
And I didn't have any I don't have any real like need or like any like tabletop things that would need it right
Yeah.
now. Um,
Toxicalent, it should be there. I think Tom posted the link. Like,
Toxicalian, if you join the server, the link should be a couple messages up. If you join in there, we have an art and creative works channel that you can post about for commissions in there. We don't, as far as I know, we don't have some the same person was asking about this. We don't have any rule against like advertising for commissions. I don't believe. I personally don't see any problem with it if
no,
it's
it's one of those things where we'll react to it if it
yeah.
gets unfeasible. But again, we have such a quiet Discord. Like, it's perfectly sized for me, I
Yeah.
think.
But
Um,
yeah, if you want to go on there and then go to our roles channel, which I think I should look at the welcome message and see if that's. I haven't actually tested that, but there should be like a welcome message, and if not, there's a rules and roles section on the left, and in the roles section is where you get access to all the individual channels by interest. And if you click on the, I think it's like a art, the paint palette thing. It's the very top one under the hobbies list. That will give you access to the art and creative works channel, and you can ask about it in there. There's people who have other resources for garnering commissions.
I miss it. Was someone asking about commissions or? Oh,
Uh,
I saw the message. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Oh, thanks, Boom Headshot. Yeah, I'm not as active as I was or should be, but I'm trying to spend more time
It feels like you're pretty dang active.
cleaning things up. Well, yeah, I had the same. I don't know if everyone else has this relationship with Discord, but I'm in a bunch of servers, but I have like 99% of them muted.
Yeah.
And not because like it's like a hate stay or something. It's more of like sometimes I will like spend a few days or weeks like messaging people, like the Lancer Discord I go into for advice and to shit post about robot memes. But I don't have any like particular Discord that I spend a lot of time in other than the Arbitrary Hero one and some personal ones with friends. So I do the same thing where like I'm in a bunch that aren't really super active, or if they are, it's like one or two channels for like musicians or other artists and things like that. Toxicalian, I don't have any particular thing I want commissioned. Are you looking to talk to someone one on one?
Yeah.
I'm not
So
sure I understand.
I guess if you're looking for us to hire you on art, it is a conversation that we need to have as a team first. We
Yeah,
were talking about getting some of our stuff redone, but we got to set the budget aside for that. So if you join
yeah.
the Discord, we'll probably put out some when we're ready to hire someone. We'll put out a notice about it and kind of our budget and stuff at that point.
Yeah, I'd also like to have like a rough list of like what pieces or things we need because the branding we have now, I think that was you and Nate that commissioned that originally for player guides mostly.
Oh no, I think that was all me way back in the day. But it
Right.
is, oh gods, it is
There are I would
seven.
like to get stream elements if possible, even just like a few maybe, and there's like now that we're on like streaming mostly in some other places, there's a few like graphic like sizes and types I think that we should probably get, but that's a discussion we have set for the future. But yeah, if you want to go on there and advertise, like you can post links to like your work in the art and creative works channel if you want. But yeah, unfortunately, like right now we don't have anything that we we had like set in stone that we for sure want to do. So even if we did have that conversation, we wouldn't have anything that you could actually get paid for like soon. But other people on the channel might.
Very true. All right, I think we're gonna see a little performance.
Do you have all the? Is this all the members? I only
This
have
is
3.
all the members. Who are you missing? We've got.
I think I've the drum player on the right. I've done his quest. I think I just haven't furthered this one along to.
Oh, gotcha.
Maybe it's 2. I think I've only done 2.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks Finn and Poe for sharing.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
Devil Jojo. You know what? I'm gonna talk to reach high enough to set up more than a feed post. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Nate. I'm gonna go see him this weekend, and we'll talk about.
Oh right.
Maybe we'll do some generations because I'd like to do some generations. It's one of those things where we have limited time, and I just need to build a roof. That's it. All right.
Just a roof.
We have limited time, and there's so much stuff we all want to play. So figuring out who's available for what. I love to do Monster Hunter, but it might be the thing where we're going to do Baldur's Gate first because more people are available. Is that all I got to do? Really?
I figured it would like add a step every time because the second one did just the roof for me too. Interesting.
Yeah. It did have me build like an all-terrain vehicle once. I wonder if, like, depending on which location you go to, if they behave differently.
Yeah, I figured it would be like a different edition every time.
Oh, I need to swap out my tack. Come on, Nocti, you're a war horse, not a riding horse.
Mokti?
Nocti.
Oh, Nocti.
I'm so stuffy, I recognize that. Probably hard to make out.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I totally forgot. You're going to see Nate this weekend, aren't you?
Yeah, we're heading out Thursday.
You have some exciting things planned to do in North Dakota?
I think we're going to try and spend one day at one of the nearby national parks. But other than that, I think it's just hanging out and chilling. Nate and Abby had some places they want to take us to. But like I know Nate still needs to work and stuff, so it's mostly just getting to hang out a little bit more rather than having a specific agenda. And then you and I and Hannah are going to New York City in October.
New York.
New York.
Bing bong. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be my first time. I've already been to the West Coast. Now it'll be my first time. Well, I guess I've been in New York, but only like in JFK for like a couple minutes.
Toxicalion, it should just be Arbitrary Hero on the Discord.
Yeah. Toxicalion, if you have the Discord server, that's what we have to offer. We don't have anything we really want commissioned, like us, the group, personally, right now.
But if you're looking for like a specific Discord name, it'll be Arbitrary Hero. If you're looking for business stuff. All right.
Can't remember what Dead Space number are we on. We are on. Oh, damn it, we did. I was hoping that we didn't do whatever was the last thumbnail I had made. Now I gotta make another one.
Oh fuck. Moblins.
Gerblins.
Gerblins. Weed between the trees. It is. This wagon is dragging. I tell you what. Oh fuck.
It certainly does look like it could use a boost.
This is my
I bet the snow. The snow is probably slowing it down.
That too, yeah. The good news is I still seem to be faster than the moblins. I left those fuckers in the dust. I don't know if that was supposed to be like a challenging, you gotta defend the wagon thing, but turns out you just gotta go fast. Woo! That is all 4 fairy fountains. Oh, it's a nice little song now.
Hooray!
Yeah, Toxicalin, we'll check that out after the stream. Thanks, though. It does feel like their song is very, like, traditional fantasy almost compared to Zelda music.
Yeah, I feel like they've changed it up a little bit. Hello, Alexandra. I do not read French super well. What is this? Is this a spam bot? Let's find out.
Something first year in France.
Oh, that's right. You do the Duolingo stuff, right? Do you do French? I don't remember.
Yeah. But it'll be easier if I just... You're a little scared for your first year in France. Oh, is this going to be something racist? Read and she...
Yeah.
I got no idea what that says.
Oh, well,
But
I mean, it adds to the message count, so...
I'm happy for you, Alexandra, or I'm sorry it happened.
I ain't reading all that. That's one of my favorite memes of all time. I have that saved in my favorites.
I didn't realize. Did you realize? I don't know that we actually like got to talk about the thing, but the discussion on the Discord about cities. I didn't realize that they were the this is the outside that they built meme is a fucking street in Cincinnati suburbs.
Yeah, I thought for a second it was near like Tri-County Mall, but Anderson was saying it's College Hill.
Cheviot, yeah.
My friend just moved there recently.
It's funny because I just assumed, I was like, yeah, America is like a city planning hellscape. That's why that looks so familiar, even though I've never been to whatever random location that is.
The speedway on the left. Yeah.
Yeah. A fucking 5-lane road in a fucking 2-horse town for some reason.
I think my favorite story about our city planning is the fact that what little grid system we have doesn't line up with Northern Kentucky in Covington out of spite or something like that.
Yeah.
They couldn't agree on like getting it to match up, so they were like, fine, fuck you.
Yeah.
So like if you go through an intersection across the bridge to Northern Kentucky from Ohio, there's no like direct like one-to-one intersection to intersection road. It's just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Here's like either a roundabout or like a weird like 3-way turn.
Yeah. Well, that is all 4 Great Fairies done. But I still have a bunch of shrines I can do, I believe. I went in my off time while I was sick yesterday. I was like, I want to play Zelda. I'm just going to go run around and get as many shrines as possible so that I can just bang through them on stream. Yeah, Tom, you've really lived in Ohio your whole life, right? You've never moved outside?
That is true. I've lived in Ohio / around Cincinnati my whole life.
What are your feelings about the Cincinnati, the area? Like, you're pretty happy here, or you're looking to move if possible?
Yeah, I mean, like I've always liked Cincinnati. Ian or Good Wolf in chat, I think, once described Cincinnati as the either the biggest small city or the smallest big city that he would ever want to live in, and I wholeheartedly agree. I think it's like,
yes,
if I had to live somewhere that wasn't like the top 10 cities in America, it would be Cincinnati.
Oh, holy shit!
I like it enough because it doesn't have any like, it's not so small that you feel like there's not a lot going on, but it's just big enough that there is stuff going on without feeling like, you know, the prices are exorbitantly high compared to most like the top like American cities. And yeah, I like it so far. I've thought about moving just to be able to say that I haven't lived in Ohio my whole life. But I think with the age of my parents and my dad potentially moving back to Ohio from Missouri, I don't know. I think if I tried to even like leave Ohio permanently, my mom would hire the government to track me down and drag me back, or she would uproot her whole life in an attempt to move to wherever I was.
She doesn't
So I
know where
don't.
you are, but she has a certain set of skills.
Yeah, yeah. She would hire Liam Neeson, and he would be like, "I'm just an actor. Could you
Yeah.
please get out of my apartment or house or whatever he has? I don't know why it's an
I
apartment."
just play Action Man on TV.
Yeah, he's like, "But I'll do it because, God damn it, I love a good story." Uh, I've thought about moving. Like if I were to live anywhere else, I like Toronto as a city, and I like the culture there a lot. Um, I like I like Chicago. I don't know that I guess Toronto in the same vein. My capacity for putting up with the cold has gone way down.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's like my boiling and melting points have changed. So like I'm fine with the heat. In fact, I think heat in summer's fine. But I don't know that I could live in Chicago. I feel like Chicago cold and Toronto cold are different. But if
Yeah.
I had to pick between the two, I would pick Toronto just because I like that city a lot.
Chicago has that fucking wind.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I was there like 2 years ago, and I went in late March thinking, oh, it'll be springish enough. Nope. It
Yeah.
was basically still like the middle of December.
That lake effect, bro.
Yeah. New tube. I don't know if I would call like Cincinnati has cool stuff about it. I think a lot of people like to hate on it because of like the Bengals and like the chili and all that stuff. And like, there's the good place joke about it being like a middle place. And I kind of like that actually because for a while I always thought it'd be cool to move to like Austin, Texas. It's where my cousin went to when he was still like writing for like a lot of wrestling and game outlets. And it's Austin is a cool place, but it's one of those places I know that like the native people from there are like, please don't fucking move to Austin. There's too much like hipsterish kind of stuff or whatever the term would be now that it's like so many people have moved here and it's like overburdened everything that it's no longer like as cool of a place to live. Now it's just a lot of people trying to capitalize on it being an attractive city.
Mm-hmm.
And my biggest fear is always that like Cincinnati would become that somehow. Like someone would like try to like open up some sort of business or it would become like a haven for something like a tech capital, and then it would just be like, here's a bunch of people who are just like trying to do get rich quick schemes and shit like that.
That's why you gotta buy property now.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if that would ever happen here. Like if it does, it does. But that's kind of why I think I like Cincinnati is because it's just weird and it's just Midwestern enough that people are like, yeah, this is fine, but I had no strong desire to move here. I like it. I kind of view it as like it's a good like hub city for if you want to live somewhere and then travel to a lot of other places, because Cincinnati is more affordable than a lot of like major metropolitan places in the United States. So
Yeah.
like if you want to go visit like other like big cities, or if you even want to go like travel the world, it's a great place to come back to. A friend of mine who has mostly lived in Loveland his whole life, his father is a dual citizen from Wales, and his mom is from Bristol. So they were huge world traveler people, but they kept their house when they moved to France because it would allow them to come back here and have like friends live in it in the meantime while they went and saw the world. So I think it's a good place to live that's affordable if you want to be able to see the rest of the world instead of like living in like LA or New York, like downtown, and then trying to go to like Greece for a week. That would
Yeah.
be, I mean, unless you can swing the money, that's exorbitantly high. And it's a city, but it's quieter than the bigger cities, so that's kind of nice. So yeah, I don't know about cool. I think its lameness is actually part of the appeal for me. Is that it does have cool stuff depending on what you like and if you find groups that mean a lot to you. But I think in terms of coolness, it's not like, oh man, like we're like Seattle, we're like the tech capital or whatever. Besides Silicon Valley, it's like nah, it's not big like that, and I don't know, it's kind of nice.
Alignment of the circles.
Yeah, I will say there are some middle level cities that aren't very like modernized. There are ones that are like just now getting a lot of like
I wouldn't move
cool
to
things.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, exactly. Like I wouldn't want to move to Indianapolis. That's something against Indianapolis. I think I don't really know that much about it. I just know that Indiana in general has a lot of very strict rules about things.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, I agree with Ratha. I like it here. Like, I think the Ohio memes are funny, and that they're, I mean, for the most part, pretty true. Like being stuck in Ohio and all that, very true. And I kind of like that because from the outsider's perspective, it is kind of just like another place. But on the inside, there is stuff that I like here and I appreciate here. It's kind of more about like the people than it is about like having like a billion fun activities to do every weekend.
Is it reasonable that this puzzle is like put the ball in a circle that aligns with a circle from above?
Do you have multiple of them?
I have 4 balls, and I believe I have 4 circles on the ceiling. So that's what I'm going with here. We'll try that first. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Cincinnati a lot. I've always liked it a lot. I think a lot of the this is my assumption. It seems like people on our Discord think Cincinnati is a really cool city to live in, and I feel like that feeling comes from our general enthusiasm, as well as like I think we have we're very fortunate in that we have a great community in Cincinnati with our families and friends. We've expanded that a little bit more with the Arbitrary Hero community, and then we live in the city. And for people that don't live in the city, like Cincinnati is, like Tom said, the smallest city that we could tolerate, but it's still a city, and it's like 100 times better than the suburbs. And that shit like matters. That I think like I think like our parents' generation and um, people who haven't experienced like the living in a city don't realize how like isolating the suburbs can be. You're so far from everything. Yeah, you'll have friends and you'll hang out and stuff, but like just the idea that you have to drive like 15 or 20 minutes to kind of do anything. Now that like ever since I've been living in downtown Cincinnati, like that is an insane idea to me.
Yeah, I'm jealous because I'm closer than where I was when I lived in the suburbs as a kid. I still have to drive to most places, but like rideshare has made getting to things a lot easier. Like not having to worry about parking is fine. Like I don't mind the 10 or 15 minutes it takes to get to downtown from where I live, but like it's just so nice to not have to think about like where did I park? You know, am I going to be able to get back home? Like do I have to worry about where parking is and if I'm parked legally or not? That's kind of nice. I will say I think it's more of a personality thing to what you were saying, Cameron. Like I know plenty of people who are my age and even like slightly younger who are they hate the idea of like being in urban environments. I'm there with you. I would love to be able to walk to stuff. I would love to live in a walkable city, like a more walkable city, and I think downtown Cincinnati is that. Um, but I know plenty of people who prefer the quiet of the suburbs because they don't like being around that many people. It's noisy. Like the people who do want to drive, it's like harder to get to places. I think the thing that I like about Cincinnati, specifically about that, is like lots of big cities have suburbs, right? Like after World War II or whatever, whenever the suburbs became a thing, it was so popular to do that because once you got older and were married and had kids, oh, interesting. Um, it was a lot more appealing because that would be a quieter place that was a little bit safer for like people to have kids and have a family and like be able to own land and property.
Yeah.
I'm not really one of those people, maybe eventually, but like right now, not really. But I think it's kind of nice because those suburbs are so populated now that there is cool stuff to do out there. It's just not as populated.
Hmm.
There is some kind of charm to being able to get away to a place that has like trees and like more natural stuff. And Cincinnati has a really good mix of it's a big enough city that you can feel like you're truly downtown and then, you know, just taking in all the people and stuff going on. But the surrounding ring of suburbs is kind of nice. Like there's interesting points kind of everywhere. And because it's so unassuming and quaint, there's always like an adventure to have. And I've always kind of liked that about Cincinnati. I've lived here for all 29 years of my life, and there's still stuff that people will talk about, and I'm like, I didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
That's totally new to me. So it has like a nice like it's nice to visit some of the outer stuff when you're kind of tired of the city.
I guess that is a good point. That I'm very like we're very fortunate in that when we want to get away, we absolutely can, and not everyone can do that.
Yeah. But I agree. I'm one of those people where, for as you know, ADHD and anxiety rules a lot of my life, but I will still prefer to live around people and stuff going on than I would living in a place where I feel like I'm more isolated. I get the appeal. And like at some point, I would probably like that kind of stuff. I like visiting friends who do live in those areas because it is kind of like a quaint reminder of like how quiet you can live in a place and it's still technically a community. But I enjoy the size of like the urban parts of Cincinnati. I think it's good, and I've enjoyed living here so far. So I got zero complaints, mostly.
Cincinnati, 8 out of 10.
Yeah. I guess if we have to talk about the bad stuff, the public transit sucks. We don't really have any. We have a
Yes.
streetcar, but it only goes like up and down for some very particular streets.
What the fuck hit me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a highly segregated city, unfortunately.
Yes, there is definitely that. There's a lot of gentrification. That's actually a really hard one to deal with. There's a lot of gentrification of some of the older, more segregated parts, because a lot of developers saw that as an opportunity to make fun stuff for young white people that have money, which is unfortunate. Um, there is a good amount of like cultural history for people that aren't just white people that are here, but a lot of it doesn't really has only recently been like more like talked about in the past few years. I think of the other like negatives. It is walkable in certain places, but you pretty much have to live downtown for that. But even
Yes.
some of like the neighborhoods that are in between the suburbs and like downtown are still like fairly like walkable with sidewalks and stuff. Yeah, the city planning is kind of weird in some places. Some streets don't make sense, but in terms of driving, like it's easier to drive here than it is in like Philadelphia or Boston, I think. So it's
Yeah,
not like quite that status yet.
that's very fair. All right.
Um, in general, if there is any precipitation in the air or even like risk of it,
People lose their minds.
everybody who drives here, yeah, loses their fucking minds. I don't know why that is. I might be guilty of that at some point, but it's real weird. The way that we drive on the highways is like if there's even a droplet of rain, people slow down like 20 miles an hour under the limit.
It's so bizarre.
Yeah, and those are like
That's-
the majority of negatives.
It has to have something to do with, um, I guess like maybe it doesn't rain enough that people are prepared for it. I don't know. It's really weird.
Yeah, Cincinnati is one of those cities where I feel like a lot of cities people say this phrase that's like, if you're tired of the weather in blank, just wait 5 minutes.
Yes.
Cincinnati is one of those cities too, but I actually I think it's been more stable in the past couple of years. At least it feels like it has been. I don't know. That might just be me. I check the weather pretty often, and it's been pretty accurate outside of like a couple weeks ago.
All right, what are we doing here? All right, catching on fire. Grab you, dunk you in the water. Cool.
Is it still
ya
the
up.
same shrine? What is the shrine?
This is water and fire. I think it's called.
Huh.
I'm trying to. Woo!
There's gonna
get it.
be an air and earth one as well.
Yeah, eventually.
Ooh. He tried. But yeah, that's my whole spiel on Cincinnati. I realize we've been talking about that for a bit.
Cincinnati. All right, so what I think I can do is I can drop this block in the water, and it floats, which is important. I literally don't know what the ice block was for. I didn't. I guess I used it to stop the or as a stepping stone to a larger block. But there, and now I can go into the water, which is I can't climb. Are you gonna do me like that, Gabe? Alright. Then, let's see. Arise.
Arise, chicken.
Now what? Interesting. Interesting. Figuring it out. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what, like, for example, what Bismarck will feel like compared to
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
It's small. It's got an interesting charm. It's definitely weird because it's like when I used to visit some of my like anime con friends in Iowa. Iowa has like basically no trees. They live in like the bottom right corner of Iowa, and there's like not that much. I remember when they came to visit us when I was in high school, they were like, "Oh, we crossed like a certain border, and all of a sudden we were in the woods." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And they were like, "We don't have this many trees in Davenport. Like, there's just not that many, if any at all." And it's Bismarck is kind of like that. It's kind of like it's very it has like some like slow like gradient hills, but it's not like super hilly or anything. Um, the tallest building there is probably a phone booth. Not actually, but that's what it feels like sometimes. But yeah, Nate and his partner had some really cool spots to show us, and the food there was actually really good. There was some really, really good food. I think Bismarck is one of those cities that has some like nice, like modernized like businesses and stuff that are locally owned that are pretty cool.
Shit.
You're ascending right now. I'm trying to see what happens.
I just fell off the side.
Oh, rip.
I need to get up there. I think I've got this one solved. I just need to execute. Alright.
Yeah, everyone in Bismarck, not everyone. It's not. It's like kind of like how some southern cities have people that don't have southern accents, but there are some people who have like the strong like Minnesotan accent.
Oh, love it.
Yeah. That's most what I remember about it. We mostly like ate there, and then they had like a visitor center. That was really cool. It seemed like recently they've been doing a lot more work to like promote indigenous people stuff, which is really cool there. There's a lot of really cool stuff for like indigenous people, like history and culture there. But yeah, that's mostly what I remember from it. The national parks are amazing. Very very akin to the same like majestic level as Port Angeles in Washington had, just a different type of terrain.
All right, I need
And their airport is basically a single room. It is one building and one roof, with almost no rooms.
Yeah, that's. I'll be curious what flying in is going to be like, because it's essentially a municipal airport, right?
Yeah, it's big enough that there are. I mean, there's no like direct flights as far as I know. If there are, there's like two places, but it's like a third of the size of CVG, maybe half.
All right, so I'm up here. I can get higher. I just don't know to what end. I'm assuming I have to get over this wall, and maybe I'm just being like the world's biggest idiot. Oh fuck!
Are you trying to get the treasure chest, or are you trying to get to the end of the shrine?
I'm trying to get to the end of the shrine.
So, are you trying to go up?
I think so. And I'm wondering
I was gonna say, if you're trying to go up, you have a fire element, so maybe you could like
balloon it up.
Maybe. I mean, that might be an option if you can. I forget if you can use items in here.
I guess let me make sure I'm not being like an idiot and I wanted to go the other way entirely. But it feels like that's what I'm trying to do, is get up there. Let me grab that. Yeah, so with Seattle in the books and New York not until October, is September just kind of rest and recovery time, or you got anything else going on?
For the most part, I think I should actually like look at my calendar.
Oh, did you go to the FC Cincinnati game over the weekend? Was there one?
No, that night was when I was going out with my friend.
Oh,
My
nice.
friend Roy and I were visiting people. So no, unfortunately, I didn't. I didn't even see the score. Actually, I've been disconnected from FC for a few weeks.
We're
I
still
need to
number
check in.
one in the league as far as okay. So yeah, there's nothing over
Yeah.
here.
No, we haven't been doing as good. We have a couple upsetting losses recently that the Pride has been talking about.
Yeah, but I think it's one of those cases where like when you're performing at that level, there's nowhere to go but down, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, if we're still holding like the number one, well, it's the same way that I view the Bengals like losing the Super Bowl. It's the best performance they've had in, I think, decades, maybe. I mean, just season wise. So like I watch a lot of John Boy, so to me, I'm like, I don't care if we win like the topmost thing. The fact that we did as good to get there in the first place, that's a W in my book.
Yeah,
And if
but
FC has been doing that good recently, I think that that's fine.
yeah, and if now that we're performing at that level, like it's all about hey, let's keep that shit up and make
Yeah.
the games fun to attend. Just being like I'm with you there as like as a Cincinnati fan in particular, I feel a little like spoiled. And like
Yeah, we
almost
haven't
guilty.
had many good like sports teams, or at least sports teams that have good like records in history. And whenever we do, it's been pretty like segmented. So I'm enjoying like just the success overall. I think it's been good. Even if that means that we have a couple like, I don't think we have like rebuilding years or anything coming up, but I think that we're gonna have some years where our performance is gonna be markedly lower, and that's fine. It's just sports. We're talking mostly football, soccer, or proper football. I guess our baseball team, which I think the Reds I follow the least, but I think we've been doing, I don't know, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think most of September, I've got a couple birthdays actually. My brother's birthday, my friend's birthday. Another friend of mine has a birthday thing, I think this coming Saturday, so I'll be doing that. And then, my dad is in town the last week of September.
Oh, nice. He's been
Yeah.
doing pretty okay.
Yeah, I mean he's getting up there in years. My mom is trying to convince him to move back to Ohio because he lives in kind of the middle of nowhere in Missouri by himself. Because a decade ago, after he and my mom split, he wanted to build an 8-sided house, and he's done so. But he's getting old enough to where he can't really maintain it himself. That's kind of been like the most recent talks amongst my like nuclear family. But he's doing pretty good. I mean, he texts me every Sunday. We typically talk about football in some capacity, even though I think he knows I don't watch it. I just hear the scores and read essays. But no, yeah, he's doing good. I think he's coming in for town. He used to come into town for both mine and Nate's birthdays. And even though Nate has moved, he decided just to keep the ritual up, I think.
Does that mean Nate has to come into town for his birthday?
No, I don't think he is. I don't think he's gonna have. Based on Nate's schedule, I don't think he'll have the time. But I think we are planning to go visit him at some point in the next couple months, while he's still out there.
Missouri. Or
Yeah.
are you talking about visiting Nate?
No, visiting my dad. I would go. I think him and his partner would come here, and then we would go visit him and drive there. I think that's the plan. We've talked about it before. I just don't have it in my immediate memory, as I do with all travel plans. But I think that's the plan.
Nice.
And then there's F1 has started back up, so I'm gonna be watching more F1.
Oh yeah, anything exciting and new for the season in terms of tech or rules changes?
No, not really. I guess like it's been dominated by the same guy for a year or two now. because
Like
previously a different guy dominated it for like 8 years. But there's not like anything like really like new there. We're getting to like the second half of the season in what people call F1 silly season, because it's when all the drama about who is leading what team and who is going to what team and all the trades and stuff happen. But yeah, not like nothing like super out there. It's just some of the races have been kind of boring this year. It's been kind of a snooze fest. Just like in general, but yeah, no, it's been good. It's been like fun to watch. There's been a couple like battles and some crashes and stuff, but it's not been anything like it wasn't like 2 years ago where Max and Lewis Hamilton were really having it out.
have you ever gotten into motocross, or is it just F1?
When I
what
was
is it, MotoGP?
MotoGP, when I was younger, I thought I was gonna like be big into it because it was like a brief obsession for a little bit. I didn't actually like watch any of it. I just like to look at it a lot and like try to play some of the games. But no, I haven't. I've seen parts of races. My roommate and I will like go on binges where we just watch clips of other like racing types and events. But no, I've never like been big into MotoGP. It looks cool. It looks very I'm just dangerous, but like the way they turn and how close their knees are to the ground looks very like cool, but also
Anxiety-inducing.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I haven't like fully watched any of those races. It's mostly been F1 and a little bit of IndyCar whenever that's on.
All right. Actually, I think this is a real good spot. I got 2 more shrines I want to do on this stream, but I'm gonna go refill my hot tea because I can feel my voice starting to go. So I'm gonna put on the "We'll be back" screen, and we will be back.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay. I forgot. I was like, oh, I can feed the cats real quickly, which was technically true. But what I forgot was that... Oh, wait, what the fuck is this? Okay, first let me do this shrine. What I forgot is that Mega Stuff is a little lady now, so she doesn't gobble up her food. She eats it very delicately and gently.
Aww.
And Francis is a little fucking vulture. So
Yeah.
I had to like stay there and make sure and kind of kick him once or twice to make sure he didn't eat her food.
Aww.
But that was taken care of. All right.
You eat, I'm eat.
That was pretty cute. Hannah and Ollie aren't home yet. Wonder what they're up to. What is this?
I was gonna say, are those two still pretty inseparable? I saw the video of them at the pool the other day, and Ollie was rejecting your advances.
Yeah, he loves his mom.
Does he just not recognize that he has a dad anymore?
No, he's I think the big thing is just that he goes to work with Hannah every now and then, so they do get to spend a lot of time together. All right, so we have this ball. It is being tossed back and forth here. I can see that. So if I hit gravity at the right moment in time, it'll shoot. Interesting.
Interesting.
Then if I jump, do I space jump? Oh, I do space jump. I'm like a spaceman's.
Not a real space jump.
Yeah.
Real space jump, you gotta spin.
Oh, I can't spin.
Yeah, Link's never really been good about that, unfortunately.
I was thinking, so Nate's birthday is coming up, and I've been trying to think of what a good birthday present it would be. And I think since he and Abby have been getting really into parks and hiking and stuff, I was trying to think of like what would be like a helpful thing. I figure they have most of the gear they would want to get. I could do like an REI gift card or something. But I wasn't sure.
I don't know if they have one near them.
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, maybe? Actually, I never bothered to check. Although I guess I could look that up on Google now.
Alright, so we're up here now. Gravity comes back down. That is just an abyss. Okay, so I gotta send the ball over. Oh, fuck. Yep, forgot. Fall damage is a thing. I have 1,000% killed myself entirely on accident multiple times just by not bothering to do anything when I'm about to land.
Oh yeah, no, I've done that a few times. I've definitely done like a couple, just like for the hell of it, I would like go down the chasms and like hold accelerate and just let myself just hit whatever was there to see what happens.
Yeah.
I saw another part of highlight reel I watched the other day was someone did that on accident thinking that they had more time than they did, and it was like one of the chasms where it's totally dark, and they hit they like threw a light route, like, or light bloom, whatever, at like the last second, and they like instantly died on impact. But I guess it was on like a giant hill. Like it was like a lot deeper than it actually like looked. Like it wasn't like a flat surface. And they had like 3 fairies in their inventory, so they just kept falling down, and the fairy would revive them, and then they would lose like the 3 hearts they would get back. They did it like 4 times in a row. It was very good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Very good.
Alright, I got the treasure chest already. I need to figure out how to get this ball over there. So there's gravity. What else is in this room? That's not super helpful. No. Alright, Turn gravity off again. How high can I get said ball?
So yeah, what's the theme for this one?
It's messing around with gravity. So there's these switches that turn gravity on and off.
Ah, okay.
Or not turn it on and off, but really raise or lower gravity. The effect of gravity.
I've never seen these switches before. That's interesting.
And to get to the area of the shrine to complete it, I have to get this ball into that area now. It looks like there's a ladder there, so I guess the implication is I should be able to launch myself over there.
I was gonna say, I wonder if recall has anything to do with the gravity part.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I can bring it over here. I can bring the ball over here. That's as literally as far as it'll go, and then I come back, and I come down. Can I climb the ball? No, but I can do this. I can get up
I think I see what you're going for.
on top, and then I can recall it. Triumph. Oh, it does not get me far enough. Alright. One more time. Take you all the way over. Take you all the way back. Don't roll too much. Ah. There we go. That's a loop.
Hey, there you go.
Woo. Ah, shit. I needed to grab it while it was in mid-transit.
Can you think, do we have any orange colored rolls on the server? We're running out of colors, I think. We have some reds, but nothing really. The Barovia and the Avernus one are close, but I don't know if we have any like super orangey ones.
Yeah, do we need an orange roll?
I'm making a roll for our One Piece campaign.
Oh, nice. Oh, Guardio is sweet. The other thing I was doing was I give an emoji to the roll. If you can find a little picture of the pirate flag from One Piece, add it as an emoji to the Discord server, and then attach that to the roll, that'll help make it distinct as well.
Yeah, that was going to be my plan.
Alright, try this one more time. Fuck! Center yourself. Alright, get it all the way up there. Awesome. Get me all the way up there. Woo! And this is always the weird thing. The ball disappears for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. Then it'll respawn and launch itself. Woo!
How's everyone in chat's Monday going so far? Anyone have anything they did over the weekend or that happened to them today?
Oh my god, there's a second launcher. How did I not see that shit? Okay, I got it. Alright, give me the ball. Give me the ball, coach. Alright, spawned.
Chad, if you could rename Cameron, what name would you give him?
Launch. Launch. Gravity. Done. Okay. Yeah, hopefully people's Mondays have been pretty good. I think Hannah just got home. It is a long work day. Although I guess you didn't go in as early as I did today.
So yeah, what is your y'all's work schedules like? Do they align pretty similarly, or?
Yeah, I think they align better than Hannah would like to admit that like her day goes better when she gets a start earlier in the day. As much as she like tries to fight that. How about yours? What's your work schedule like these days?
I mean, it's pretty typical, like 9 to 5 or 8 to 5, as they really are nowadays. But no, it's good. I mostly like I try to get up at 7. I usually get up at like 7:15 ish. But I've been pretty good about it recently. And then I get to work. I usually take like a half-hour lunch instead of a full hour, so I just like leave 30 minutes earlier. And
Oh,
then
nice.
I usually work 1 day a week from home, because we get 5 work from home days a month. And I usually used to make that Fridays, so I could post the Flat Fuck Friday post every Friday. But lately, I've been doing half on Thursday, half on Friday, so I don't have to spend as much time uh, around people.
Gotcha. Kind of recharge.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's nothing against the people there. Like, I don't mind being in the office. It just gives me more time to like take care of the cat and do some other things, like pick up medications and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's pretty much been that. And then some, I haven't done them very often yet, but our release schedules, if we release anything to production, since I'm a software developer, this company I work at does it at night. So there are some nights that I have to be on at least at 10 o'clock. We have a release window from 10 to like midnight ish. So I have to be on for typically about like 30 minutes on average, but that I've done that maybe like once every couple of months. But it's besides that, it's a typical like 8 to 5 ish.
I dig it. Yeah, I try and be in work like 7:30 so I can be done um like 4 if possible.
Mm.
Doesn't always work out that way. Um but oh, where is it going? It's like inside. Interesting, interesting.
There's something nice about being able to get off before 5 o'clock, even if it's like still like 4 or whatever. I really enjoy just being able
Yeah.
to like say like, yeah, and leave a couple minutes before, and I feel like I'm getting something back.
Yeah, it feels like you've got like a whole day ahead of you still.
Right? Yeah.
Whereas if you get home at like 6, it's like okay. Well, at least for my sleep schedule, it's like I have time to like read a book, make dinner, and then I got to get into bed. And I recognize it's like the same amount of time if I sleep in versus um, like I could sleep in and stay up later. But for my body rhythm, it just feels better to wake up early and go to bed early.
Yeah, I do appreciate like when my body starts to. I've always had massive sleep debt since I was a kid, 'cause of biological reasons and ADHD and all that. But I've felt better like the times in my life where I've had like consistently like earlier bedtimes and earlier rise times. Um, because typically I'm getting like a consistent amount of sleep there too. But I do enjoy the feeling of getting up on a weekend and it's not like 11 a.m. or like noon or worse.
Yeah. Yeah, screw it. I love me an auto build. Ah, fuck.
What happened?
My auto build got launched. It got launched.
Launched.
That didn't work. Okay. Alright,
Okay,
whatever.
my updates are done. Dead Space is scheduled and the event is made.
Nice.
My tech stuff is done for the day, as far as I know.
I think I figured out the audio stuff. You were right. It was the Delta, so I think I'm okay now.
Yeah, that's another project I've been putting off as much as Lancer. I need to make a slideshow for how our live streams work, and one of them is going to be debugging audio issues.
Yeah.
Because the tricky part about those issues is like the sheer number of programs that input audio goes through means that they all have their own individual master volumes, and that is where the problem comes from. It's a 1 in 6 chance that one of those is just like gained all the way the fuck up, and it's making everything get blown out.
Yeah.
Cameron, more like Chad. Very good boom headshot. Yeah. Kyle. Yeah, Finn and Poe, I assume you've seen the meme about how you baptize kids named Kyle, and it's just a baby getting
energy?
Monster poured over him. Yeah. I love that.
I don't think I'm a Kyle. What the fuck?
No, I don't think so. That's also no shade on Kyle's. I love that meme. It just makes me laugh. YouTube started off okay, thinking of making it a Pizza Monday. Hell yeah. Actually, I ordered pizza from Toppers the other night that I still have in my fridge, and that's what I'm going to eat because I am a terrible human being.
Been a minute since I've had Toppers.
Yeah. They are open late, and they are within DoorDash distance, so they are now an option.
Nice.
Cheryl, yeah, it's been a Monday for me. It's been actually pretty productive Monday, but I know that feeling.
I just don't know how I'm... I see.
Oh, I love this one. This one's fun.
I gotta come in through the bottom, I assume? I can hear Hannah in the background.
Yeah, I can hear her coming through. Glaive Dominus, yeah. Don't replace the T's and TOTK with C's. Worst mistake of my life. It's pretty good. What was I doing? I need to finish this thing.
All the way up. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Got a little control panel, some batteries. Where is this freaking gem? I assumed the light was like pointing in here. Ah, it's over here. Can I cut through this? Oh my god, I can just cut through it. Okay, fair. Fair. Okay, so this was actually super easy. I just was a fool.
This one has a couple like interesting solutions I've seen people do too. I just made a machine and flew it over.
Yeah, I could have done that. I did make a machine. I promptly lost that machine. And then I came over to this wall of vines. Didn't bother trying to cut through the wall of vines.
Oh, can you just break it with a weapon?
Yes.
I always use fire. I never knew that. Wow.
Yeah, you can just cut through it.
The more you learn.
You cut through the vines at the start of the game.
True, yeah. You do that, don't
how
you?
long it's been since the start of this game happened.
I was playing it, I think like release day. Yeah.
Yeah,
Even then, I was like, shit. Yeah, you're right. You do cut the vines.
We streamed it on launch.
I just love that. I still see clips on like Twitter every now and then. It's like something that I still haven't seen.
Yeah.
And I think Breath of the Wild has that effect too, where it's like, yeah, I mean, it was totally a thing that was planned. They just, it's not important enough to have to tell anybody about.
Yeah.
I love when games hide that kind of stuff in the systems.
It's a big part of what I think, and I'm enjoying Breath of the Wild a lot. I think overall it feels like just some freaking incredible DLC that feels worth the $70 to me, but doesn't feel like 100% its own game. If that makes sense.
The Breath of the Wild DLC?
No, the Tears of the Kingdom feels like some really excellent DLC for Breath of the Wild.
Oh, yeah.
Versus like a full sequel. But
It
The
definitely has
fact
like the
they
Majora's Mask effect that they were going for, which is
had
like same engine.
yeah, and the fact that they hid the depths from us is just such a cool little like. I just really appreciate the fact that because I just can't imagine a modern day gaming company like keeping something like that under wraps. Like everyone wants to hype everything as much as possible.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same effect of like movie trailers now, like reveal like pretty much the whole story in the trailer. I kind
Uh,
of get that, yeah.
what
Especially
other?
because like the it's the same thing with like capitalism and growth about like you gotta have more and you gotta have it be bigger. So people are like, well, if we're spending this much time and energy and manpower, we might as well show everything we can in the trailer.
There we go. Duping is going to be yeah, I know I think Ian was talking about item duping. I just haven't felt the need to do it. Like there has been a point in the game where I felt like, oh, I got to grind X, Y, or Z out. In that regard, it feels super finely tuned in that I always seem to have almost exactly as much materials as I need, or if I need something, it's like, oh, let me go get like a couple moblin guts or something.
Yeah, I felt better about like not hoarding as much in this. I still do it, but like the last few times I've played, I've been like, you know what, fuck it, I'll spend a couple fans and a steering stick on this thing that'll take me 5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glaive, I saw a few people talking about that. They were like, the duping glitch would be taken out early because someone always usually finds a way to dupe in these types of games pretty quickly on.
Oh. Oh, and let me share my mug. It's my favorite mug. Check that out on camera.
That would be your favorite mug.
So yeah, it's been pretty chill. The tea helps a lot with my voice. I think I talked about TTRPG stuff before Tom joined, but Tom, I did finally get an ear. I thought
An ear?
I killed a player character. I thought I was
Your
going to get
favorite.
a full TPK in the Barovian play-by-post because we talked about this I think a couple weeks ago, where like the party was just they had unwisely spent resources, so they were just running on fumes and they still had to rescue a little girl.
Hmm.
But they managed to like play really smartly and pull it out, playing some of the enemies against each other, that sort of thing. I only killed one of the player characters. So it felt like a very hard but fair fight, hopefully. And it was pretty good all around.
Were you aiming for a TPK? Is that still like a
I
goal?
wasn't like aiming for it, but hey,
Mm-hmm.
baby, you were shouting earlier.
Did
What's
you
up?
give them anything, the cats, did you give them anything to eat besides their food?
Not that I know of. No, I made my food, but I was pretty careful. I don't think they had any of it. Why? Did they get sick?
Yeah. It's everywhere.
Oh no.
I'm
Kitties.
sorry.
What did you give them?
Their cat food.
Oh. Well, that's normal, right?
Yeah,
Cats eat cat food. Midna eats cat food, as far as I know.
yeah. Well, you know what? It is, in fact, 7 o'clock, and if the cats are sick, I should probably go help take care of that.
Yeah,
So
kitties come first.
it has been a 2-hour stream. I was going to go to a little long today because I started early, but I think we'll just call this a stream here. Let me see. How high can I get? I'm in, like,
Yeah.
this labyrinth. I guess next time on stream, we'll tackle this labyrinth. Until then, I believe... oh, and low gravity here. Interesting. Danny is doing his art stream tomorrow. Tom and Hannah are doing Dead Space this week.
We are.
Come join the Discord.
Hooray.
Talk about cities and stuff with us. Whatever dumb shit we're
Skylines. Anything
Yeah.
else?
talking about. Yeah. See our pet pictures. And we'll catch you all on the next one, everybody. Bye.
Bye.